Hey there, South Mississippi. Chief Meteorologist Eric Jeansonne here. We're going to do a quick update on the forecast for overnight tonight. Just getting this into the Weather Center, an update on the dense fog advisory. It has been expanded to include Hancock, Harrison, Jackson, and also Pearl River counties. And even though Stone and George counties are not in the dense fog advisory, it doesn't mean that you can't see some dense fog overnight tonight. So we're going to watch that very closely. Here's a look at Futurecast, and notice after midnight tonight is when we expect perhaps that fog to fill on in. We kind of have this perfect setup now. The water temperatures from the cold weather that we had last week, the water in the Sound is still very, very chilly in the 40s and 50s. Now we're starting to see warm air and more moisture kind of passing over that cooler waters of the Sound, and that's usually a recipe for fog to develop, and that's what we're expecting as we go throughout the overnight hours into tomorrow morning. Right now in the Hancock, Whitney Bank, Tower Cam, and Gulfport, we're not seeing too much in the way of fog this evening, but overall we do expect that potential to increase. Satellite and radar tonight, most things are pretty quiet here. We are watching some rain over towards North Louisiana into southern Arkansas, and along the I-35 corridor in Texas, we're watching some showers and storms. In fact, there could be a severe weather risk over towards Texas tonight and then Louisiana going into tomorrow. Here's our storm system. We're going to watch this pretty closely. It could bring the chance for some rain to South Mississippi on Friday morning, but it's looking like most of the heavy rain will be to our north and west with this system, as the main energy with it will pass well to our north. I'll show you that in just a second. So tomorrow morning, we're waking up with temperatures in the 60s. There could be some patchy fog in some areas. The closer you are to the water, I think you'll have a better chance of seeing more of the dense fog. Temperatures along the coast tomorrow generally in the 60s and 70s, but north of I-10 will have the better chance for temperatures to climb into the 70s. Here's what it looks like on Futurecast. Tomorrow morning, temperatures generally in the 50s and 60s. Watch as we head towards mid-morning. Right along the coast, low 60s, but we're going to warm up pretty fast by lunchtime. 70s start to pop up on the map north of I-10. So with a south wind and the water temperature still in the 50s, that's going to keep the areas right along the immediate coastline a little bit cooler. Not to mention the fog tomorrow could stick around the coastline as well. That will also help keep our temperatures down just a little bit. As we go into the afternoon, we'll keep those temperatures pretty warm and mild. So let's talk about the rain chances. Going into Friday, especially first half of the day, early in the morning, there is a chance for some showers, but again, it looks like the ingredients for more heavy rain will be to our north and west. Here we are on Futurecast as we head towards Thursday evening. The main dynamics with this storm system shoot off towards the north, and it drags a weakening front through Louisiana Thursday evening into Friday morning. That front tries to make its way through South Mississippi. It'll bring the chance for some rain, but most of the forcing is to our north, so we're not expecting much in the way of heavy rain. A little bit closer look, there could be some heavy downpours early in the morning on Friday before this kind of moves on out, but looking at Futurecast and the timing, most of this is going to kind of move out of the region before lunchtime on Friday. So Friday does not look like a washout by any means across South Mississippi. As far as rainfall goes, generally between about 1/10 of an inch to perhaps a little bit more in some areas. Of course, if we get some heavier downpours in some spots and we see training over an amount of time, there could be some locally higher amounts. Severe weather threat is mainly west of us on Thursday. There could be a damaging wind, tornado potential over towards Louisiana and western Mississippi. As the front approaches, we start to lose the instability with the front coming in late Thursday night, early Friday morning. But Friday afternoon, the severe weather risk may be just a little bit to our east once we start getting some daytime heating. I want to talk really quickly about the upper air pattern as we head towards the beginning and middle of next week. Overall, the pattern does not favor a big cold air outbreak or an Arctic blast for the southeast. In fact, it looks like a ridge of high pressure develops over the southeast and over the Gulf and over into Mexico and over into the Atlantic as well. So we're looking at a large area of high pressure developing. That usually keeps the cold air to the north and allows above normal temperatures to build across the southeast. Looking at the temperature forecast as we go into next week, we could be looking at above normal temperatures, generally in the 70s, and that's about 10 degrees above where we should be. 7-day forecast again as we go into tomorrow. We'll watch for the potential for some fog in the morning. And then as we go into Friday morning, maybe some showers across the region. But the weekend is looking pretty nice with highs in the 60s and 70s, and things are looking pretty dry.